Well, Olga Tokariuk joins me now. She's an independent journalist and non-resident fellow at the Center for European Policy Analysis. And Olga, we're not telling people where you are, but you are in Ukraine. You and your family actually left your home early because you could see the writing on the wall before the attacks really started to happen. So what I do want to find out from you is, how things are where you are. Are you safe?
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm in Western Ukraine, and here the situation is relatively safe because, well, no part of Ukraine is 100% safe at the moment. Here where I am, we haven't seen, missile strikes by Russia, but there were strikes about 100 kilometers from here, so not too far. And every day, basically every night, there are sirens and air raid alerts, and people have to go to bomb shelters in the basements and sometimes spend the nights there. There is also a huge influx of internally displaced people coming from the areas of Ukraine that have been affected by the fighting. And in fact, there is not enough accommodation for these people. It's impossible, basically, to find a spare room. People, are crammed in hostels, in schools, at the gyms. And many of them actually decide to go, to cross the border and go further west to the EU countries, just because this part of Ukraine is not, enough. It's not capable to accommodate all the internally displaced people who are arriving.
Have you had a chance to talk to some of these people who are seeking refuge in the area where you are? I imagine the people that are showing up now are the ones that have probably seen the worst of this war because they're sort of leaving later on.
Yes, you're right. In the last days and weeks, more people have been coming from Kharkiv, and even in the last days from Mariupol. And there are actually, and these people who have seen the most atrocious things, they cannot even find comfort here because, as I said, there is not enough accommodation. So they are very often, crammed into a room with, I've heard just yesterday a story about, several families from Mariupol who are sharing one room. There are 12 people in the same room, elderly, children, men, women, because there is just not enough space for all of them. Of course, these people suffer, from huge psychological trauma because of everything they've seen. And it's also, a huge challenge for local authorities here in Western Ukraine to, take care of these people, to provide shelter for them. Also, as the security situation here is kind of, unstable too, because there've been Russian missile strikes in Lviv, in Lutsk, in Khmelnytsky, in various parts of Western Ukraine, despite of Russia's, promises that it's only focusing now on Donbass and, will not conduct any operations in other parts of Ukraine.
As you know, virtual peace talks resume again today. It's been slow going. There has not been a lot of progress. And, the promises, or at least the suggestion that we heard from Russia, which was that they were going to be sort of scaling back in terms of attacks, hasn't really happened over the last couple of days. I'm wondering how you feel about these peace talks. Are you hopeful? Do you think anything will come out of them?
Well, it's important to see the actions, not the words. And so far, despite of all Russia's promises, we see that the situation on the ground is still very dire, and Russia is continuing its attacks. So it might have been withdrawn some troops from the areas around Kyiv, but the missile and airstrikes continue. And now the situation in Donbass actually is very volatile and very dire as Russia increases the attacks on that part of Ukraine, trying to take under control the areas that are currently controlled by the Ukrainian government. I think, the fact that they are withdrawing from Kyiv region and from Chernihiv region is due to the fact that Russia suffered heavy losses in these areas, that Ukrainian military was able to, inflict huge casualties and damage on Russian military. So they are regrouping, they are, repositioning themselves, changing their strategy, and probably will be focusing more on eastern part of Ukraine. But it cannot be excluded that they would, still launch new attacks on Kyiv and Chernihiv and other parts of Ukraine.
Olga Tokariuk, thank you so much for talking to us. Please stay safe, you and your family, and thank you so much.
Thank you.